Welcome guys, welcome to Muse's Tarot. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you already know me or watched a reading of me or are a subscriber, which would be great. Today's reading is kind of simple. We're just going to see what kind of messages Spirit has for you, so it's very open what your Spirit guides have to deliver to you. Maybe it's about career, maybe about love, maybe about friendship, shadow work, past life, anything like this. It might be everything. Today we have 3 piles. We have the first pile with this clear quartz. Then we have pile 2 with the labradorite. Such a pretty crystal. And then we have pile 3 with the amethyst. This reading is going to be very simple. First, we are going to see what kind of situation you are, to see if you resonate with your pile, and if you don't resonate with your pile, you can choose another pile. If you don't resonate with any pile, then there's just no message for you here today, which is absolutely fine. Maybe you feel also drawn to several piles. That's possible, or several piles resonate for you. After looking into your situation and who you are, we are going to see what kind of messages Spirit have for you. How you're going to choose your pile is very simple. You meditate or go into a meditative state by just breathing deeply or concentrating, and then you see what kind of pile calls you or what kind of crystal is calling you. What I like to do is go to the timestamps and choose my pile based on the timestamps, because sometimes there are symbols or like important numbers to me. If you feel drawn to more piles than one, that's fine. Pick all of them. Even if you feel drawn to all of them, pick all of them. Maybe there's a message for you in all of them, and that is absolutely okay. Okay, anything else? No, that's everything. Okay, then please pick your pile and we will see each other at your pile. Bye. Welcome pair 1, welcome if you chose this beautiful pile or this clear quartz. I'm going to pop that up here. Okay, let's see. Today's reading is about messages from your spirit guides. First, we're going to look into your situation to see if you resonate with the pile. Then we are going to find out what Spirit has to tell you today. This is not going to be a very long reading, or I'm not planning it to become a very long reading, but it might be. So if you feel like it, oh my god, I cannot shuffle today. If you feel like it, please grab yourself something to drink, something to eat. Make yourself comfortable so you can enjoy this reading. Get all of the messages Spirit has for you. Okay. Spirit, I ask you for protection from any low vibrational beings, any low vibrations. Please protect me so I only receive high vibrational messages and clear messages and the truth. Thank you. I'm asking Archangel Michael for help. It might be that Archangel Michael is not a deity, but an angel of yours or a spirit you're working with, because normally I don't call on Archangel Michael. Like, yes, he is a guide of mine and I call on him, but I don't call on him too often when it comes to these readings. So it might be that he is a guide of yours, or that this is a symbol of yours, so you can resonate with the pile. What kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, we have the King of Coins. Might be that you enjoy nature, or that you just bought yourself new jewelry or crystals, because I was reminded that I literally just bought a few new crystals yesterday. For example, this beautiful amethyst. It's very, very pretty. And also the labradorite that was on pile 2. Also this ring that is In German it's called bloodstone. I know in English bloodstone is another stone. I'm going to put the name here, but it is a crystal of grounding and protection, so I'm using it during my readings. But it might be that you literally just bought yourself some crystals, bought yourself something spiritual, or bought yourself anything like groceries, or clothes, anything like this. It might be that you just bought yourself something and that you have more material goods. Something else, you like to be in nature. You probably like the rain, because I just saw someone walking through the rain barefoot, and like playing with the water of the rain and just having fun, dancing, just laughing, enjoying this moment. This might be you, or that's something that you want to become. I just see myself walking through a forest that I haven't been in a long time. So maybe you have like this one place in nature that you really enjoy and that you go there when you really need peace and just space. Might be that. What kind of situation is pile 1 spirit? Okay, we have death in reverse. Even though death doesn't mean death literally, it might be that someone just passed away, or there is a spirit around you from your family, or someone that you knew when you were younger, or maybe someone passed away. I just heard 2 years ago or 1 year ago, and this person is still around you, and you are thinking of this person very often. Maybe you regret not saying some things, maybe you don't know how to communicate with them, you don't know how to connect with them, and you really regret some things in your life. It might also be that you just finished school, like you just graduated. If so, congratulations. You can really be proud of yourself, because your spirit guides are very proud of yourself. So I believe you did the best you can. And I just heard someone say, I could have done more, but your spirit guides are proud of you, that you achieved whatever you achieved, and that you shouldn't talk down on yourself and be like, yeah, I could have done more or anything. Be proud of what you did, because it's still amazing, because it's still something great to achieve, and you put in a lot of work, I just heard. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 1 spirit? 3 of Wands. Okay, that's very specific. Might be that you have a stalker, or someone who is really a lot on your social media, asks a lot about you. Might be that this reading is about this person, because originally I wanted to do a reading where it is about the people that are thinking of you, and my spirit guides, like, it feels like my spirit guides want to do this reading still for you. Like, it's no promise, we will see what kind of reading you have, but it might be that this reading is about this person, because they are saying there is a person that you don't see. It learns a lot about you and stalks you, literally. Like, they are on your social media, they look where you're going. Maybe you have Snapchat where you have like your location on, and they are always looking, where are you? Maybe it is an ex, maybe it's an ex-friend, but it is someone who's literally obsessed with you, because I literally just thought of the song from Mariah Carey where she sings, why are you so obsessed with me? This person is literally obsessed with you, and it feels like you are this person climbing up this ladder, like wanting to escape, but this person is still around you, even though you already tried to get them out of your life. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, again, there's someone you wanted to leave, or that you left behind. Like, there was your plan that you leave this person behind, but they're still lurking in the shadows, I think it's called in English. Like, they are still around you, their energy is still around you. Maybe you're thinking a lot about them lately. That's because this person is thinking of you and wanting to be with you, and they're trying to manifest you. Yeah, my spirit guides want me to teach you about this. Like, there is this trick in manifestations where you can manifest someone, or you can show up in their dreams, and you have to, first of all, for this to be allowed, you have to ask their spirit guides if it is okay, and if they say it's not, or if you don't ask, it's not okay. But if you keep thinking of someone, they stop thinking of you too, because even though you don't know it, you attract them with this because you are sending your energy to them, so they think of you. It's very complicated. I don't know about this too much, but they remind me of like the situation where I was talking with this one guy, and I immediately for some kind of reason, like out of nowhere, started thinking about him so much, and it turned out that he tried to manifest me. Yeah. And I have an ex who still does this, even though he doesn't know it, because it's not your fault if you do it accidentally. But you shouldn't do it on purpose, because that's literally black magic. Like, because black magic in the end is doing something without the permission of someone else. But yeah. Okay. What kind of situation is pile 1 in spirit? I just wanted to say pile 2, so maybe you felt drawn to pile 2. Okay, we have the Lovers in reverse. My spirit guides just told me that it isn't about a lover. It is more about someone you knew as a friend or a family member, even, that you cut off. Something like this. Sorry, I had to rearrange the cards because it was kind of just not straight. But it might be that this is a person that literally just met you once. Maybe you were on a date, like that's something else that's coming up. You were on a date with them and you realize they're not really the partner you're looking for, so you cut them off, and they never got over this because they had a crush on you or they were obsessed with you. Anything like this. Might even be that this is a childhood friend that you haven't heard from in a long time. That's also something coming up, because I just see 2 children playing. But yeah, you had your reasons why you cut them off, and it was the right thing, but they don't accept this. They don't want to hear about this because they think they have a chance with you. Maybe there are even mixed signals, which is nothing bad, but yeah, like I have the 8 of Swords, and this literally, like, look at this person being around the swords, thinking and being like, I don't know, and it seems like this is this person being like, yeah, they probably want me back. They probably want me to hunt them down, because there are people who enjoy this, like this game of I'm playing hard to get and you want me and you're chasing me. And I'm not saying that this is something bad or something that does, like, that everybody does, but there are people who like this. They like this dynamic of chaser and runner. I used to like this when I was younger, but like today I don't like this anymore. But there are people who like this, but you don't seem like a person who wants this. Like, it seems like you just want your peace and this person isn't leaving you alone. What kind of situation is pile 1? We have the 10 of coins, or 10 of pentacles in reverse. Might be that you don't have too much contact with your family anymore. I don't know why. There are so many reasons why someone breaks up the contact with family. For example, they were toxic, they used you, they wanted just money from you. Maybe you didn't feel comfortable, but there was nothing happening, but your intuition told you something is off, and it's great that you listen to your intuition. But it seems like you're more of a lone, how is it called, a loner, a lone wolf, like someone who enjoys being with themselves and just not having too many people around you. Might even be that you have like 2 or 1, I see 1 friend around you that you actually trust, or that you just learned about, and this is like the only person in your life that you actually have contact with, but you feel like an introverted person, or at least someone who is in the hermit mode. If you don't know what the hermit mode is, it is when you cut off most of people, don't see a lot of people, so you can heal your wounds. But it doesn't actually have to be hermit mode, my spirit guides just told me, or your spirit guides just told me. It more seems like you just enjoy being in silence. You just enjoy being with yourself, maybe putting on a YouTube video, crocheting something, or doing something like this. It more feels like that. And that's great because I'm like this too. Like, I like my time alone. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. Even though you like to be alone, your spirit guides want me to tell you that there are still people coming, might even be love, but can also be just friends that are coming your way. Yeah, that's everything that I get from this card. There might be new people coming in, people from your soul family. Soul family are just people you are supposed to meet in this lifetime who are very connected with you. Like, it's like a group that's working always together. And it feels like there's someone coming in. I just realized this ear is sticking out to me, so maybe they already texted you or you heard something from a new person. Maybe this is this one person I was talking about that you just met. They are supposed to be in your life for a reason, and your spirit guides really want you to enjoy this time with this person. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 1 in spirit? What kind of situation is pile 1 in spirit? And you are single. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. You don't feel too connected with your inner child, but as a child, it might be that you were really rebellious, and that you like to do things that are forbidden, or like you like to have fun, but you literally always did something bad. Maybe going on the property of some people that you're not allowed to, maybe stealing stuff, running away often, doing just forbidden stuff. Feels like you were really rebellious, and you had like this one friend group that really were doing so many shitty things, to be honest, but you had a lot of fun as a child. It might be very specific, so only take what resonates. Okay, pile 1 spirit. What kind of situation is pile 1? What kind of situation is pile 1? Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. You don't believe in love. And you don't believe in families because you had so much stress with your family. Maybe might even be like an orphan, I think it's called in English. That you don't have a family, or your family gave you to another family, or it might even be that your family died when you were younger, and that might be the reason why you don't have contact with them. Okay, if you resonate with this part of the reading, then now there are your messages. But beforehand, something that I want to say to you: if you lost your family, I'm so sorry for you, and don't ever think that this is a sign from your spirit guides that you need to be punished or anything like this. These things that happen and that are not good sometimes are just lessons for us, but it's not fair, and it's okay to see it as not fair, because there are also so many things I had to have gone through. I had to have go through, and I still don't understand why. Like, yeah, it made me the person I am today, but it's no excuse, to be honest. I'm still on the way of healing, and it's hard. It's hard healing such wounds. Okay, Spirit, what kind of message do you have for pile 1? Okay, Knight of Cups. The spirit guides want you to say that love is possible, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear this, because it just reminds me of myself. I never want to hear about love and feelings and people loving me because it's overwhelming for me. I don't like to be vulnerable. I don't like to open up to people. I'm very closed off when it comes to new people, and it really takes some time to win my trust. But your spirit guides say love is possible for you and it is coming, because for some kind of reason this what's called in English, eagle is standing out to me. If you want to look up the meaning of spirit animal eagle, I literally don't know the meaning, but you can literally just put in Google eagle spirit animal meaning. I rather like to call them animal guides, but yeah, if you want to learn about it, you have to put in spirit animal. And something I associate with eagles is freedom. And the message that I get, the horse too. Horses are symbols of freedom and friendship, and the spirit guides want you to say it's time for you to free yourself from these wounds that are holding you back and that aren't allowing people to come in. And I literally just see someone being angry, like, I don't want people in my life. But your spirit guides really say it is time for you to heal so people can come back into your life, or come into your life. Not You don't have to have people that are coming back if you don't like them. Of course, it's your decision. And yes, it's your decision if you want new people in your life. But your spirit guides really say we only want you to grow and to become a better person and to get everything that you deserve. And you deserve good people around you. You deserve a community, a family, whatever you want to call it. You deserve people around you who support you. And it's time for you to open up for that. And your spirit guides also say take your time with it, because this is something that's taking a lot of time. Like, I'm still working on it. I worked on it 3 years and I'm still working on it, and I still feel like I'm in the beginning, but actually I have healed a bit, I would say. And something else that your spirit guides want to say to you, or to remind you, is healing is not linear. It is like a cycle. There are good days, there are bad days. There are days where you feel healed, and there are days where you feel like you never healed anything in your life. And you probably already know it, your spirit guides say. Sorry, it's a blend of your spirit guides and my spirit guides talking to me right now. So sorry, maybe we even have the same spirit guides. So that's why I'm always wanting to say my spirit guides. So I'm sorry about that. I mean your spirit guides. If I say it accidentally, just see it as your spirit guides. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm channeling so fast, I literally don't know what I'm talking about. Most of the time when I edit my videos, I'm like, oh, that was what I was talking about, and I literally don't know anymore, because I'm just an open channel for spirit. I'm just like a microphone and they are talking. So yeah, but yes, it's everything to this card. Okay, then we have strength. The spirit guides want you to know that you are strong enough to heal. It feels like you feel like you're stuck, and you don't see yourself ever getting rid of or healing these wounds. You feel like this will never change, but spirit guides are really pushing you to see that you are capable of doing anything in this life, in any lifetime. You're capable of healing. You don't have to heal 100%, because this is not possible. We all have a certain degree of wounds within us, which is fine. But it is time for you to see that it is possible for you to heal these wounds that are holding you back. We have the High Priestess in reverse. You don't need a mentor or a spiritual person that you pay that helps you to heal. For example, doing Reiki, doing anything else. You don't have to pay these people, because you can learn it on your own. You can do your own shadow work. You can do your own Reiki. Like, I learned Reiki on my own, and like it's I'm good at it, I would say, and it's helping people and me. And I never had to pay a penny for this. Like, I understand that there are people who want to get paid for teaching certain things. I can understand this. Like, I want my money too, yeah. But there are just things that you don't have to pay. And most of the time it's too expensive in my opinion. Like for example, I wanted to do a Reiki class, and the class would have cost me about 500 euros, which is, I don't know how many dollars, but kind of the same, $500, which is so much money for just a few lessons that I can also learn on my own at home. So I don't know. But the spirit guides really say you don't have to pay money to heal. You are able to heal on your own. Like, yeah, I don't know where you are, where therapy costs money, but you can also do shadow work. Like, never see shadow work as a replacement of therapy, but it is part of therapy. So if you're not able to pay therapy yet, you can at least do shadow work. Just look up how to do shadow work. It's like, I can tell you a little bit about it. You grab yourself a journal, and then you have prompts that you can look up on the internet that you write about. For example, what did you survive? Why do you feel life is hard? And so on. There are so many prompts. Just look them up, and then you write yourself a letter about it, or write into this journal about it. Shadow work can also be dancing, singing, having fun, healing aspects in another way than going to therapy. Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse. You don't have all of these wounds because you deserve this, but rather because it was a challenge that you decided that you wanted in your life when you before you reincarnated, and something that your spirit guides knew you would survive and heal, so you can heal others who have the same wound. You are a healer and an empath, and that's the first time in a reading that I actually say you are a healer. You feel, and I just see someone crying. You feel like someone who is a healer, because no healer is like, yeah, I never had any problems, because then they're not a good healer, right? You have to go through shit. I have to be honest. I have to swear today. You have to go through shit to be able to see it and to feel it when other people go through it too. And if you survive it, you can help them to survive. So you might look up where your Chiron is in your birth chart, because this is a wounded healer. This is a wound in our lives that we heal and help other people to heal. Okay, messages for Pile 1 Spirit. Messages for Pile 1. Messages for Pile 1 Spirit. Two of Cups. Whoever the stalker is, or this person who is obsessed with you, don't see him as an example of people, because there are good people and there are bad people, right? There are people who are hurt, who become bad people, who do things that hurt others, because hurt people hurt people. Is this correct? Yeah. Hurt people hurt people. Complicated sentence, but yeah, it's the truth. This person has their own problems going through. As long as they don't hurt you, just ignore them. And they are not an example of, yeah, people are bad or anything like this. We have the 10 of Coins in reverse. If you want to talk to the person that left you, like that you lost, if you get what I mean, you can watch pick a card readings about messages from deceased lovers. Okay, maybe it was a lover. I meant deceased people. I like to watch them because, for example, I lost a friend of mine a few years ago about at Christmas. Yeah, I lost him, and then I watched the reading, and I literally heard him talking to this person. Like those words were actually like him. It's not like he possessed this person or anything like this, but I knew those words were from him. And if you want to talk to your deceased people, family members, friends, watch a pick a card reading. They are actually good. They are really actually good. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Again, your inner child really wants to work with you. It doesn't feel like you're very connected with your inner child lately, which is nothing to be ashamed of or feeling bad about. It's hard to connect with your inner child, but there are many ways. You can literally do just hobbies that you did when you were younger. You can talk about a situation that actually traumatized you or did something to you, made you the person that you are today. It doesn't have to be a bad memory, it can also be a good memory. You can allow your inner child to write a letter to you, or you can write yourself a letter to your inner child. But it's time for you to connect with your inner child and to heal these wounds that you got when you were a child, because they are still affecting you, and it's time for you to let them go. Messages for pile 1 spirit. Three of Pentacles. Not everybody in this world is a bad person. For example, you are not a bad person, even though you're thinking it. But also, the friend you are having is not a bad person. Okay. These feathers are from a peacock, right? And peacock is a sign of the Greek goddess Lady Hera or Queen Hera. And she is connected with children. So something that's very complicated, something that I'm getting right now is you see yourself or your inner child, your past self, as something evil. And you don't want to connect with your shadow side, which is fine. It's very hard to connect with the shadow side. I'm still working on it. Most people are still working on it. Even those people who say they are advanced, they still have their demons that they are fighting. But it's time for you to realize that it's nothing bad to do something wrong. It's nothing bad to do a mistake, because it's what makes us human, and it's what's making you the person you are today. Without all these mistakes, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be at this point in your life. And your spirit guides want you to maybe meditate with your shadow side and your inner child. That's also a good practice to connect with them. And again, just do shadow work. It's very helpful. Okay, with the 8 of Swords. It's also okay to sometimes feel low, or to sometimes feel like you're not good enough, to hate yourself, anything like this. There is, like, it's so toxic to never hate yourself. It's normal to sometimes hate yourself or to be low vibrational. That's also a conversation I had just a few days ago, where it was like, it's okay to be low vibrational, because if you're not low vibrational, this makes you low vibrational, to always think, yeah, I have to be this and that, and I always have to have high vibration, always have to be happy, because then you never process your feelings, and at some point they're going to burst out, and it's going to be so much worse. So really feel all of your emotions, and don't be ashamed if you ever hate yourself at some point, because that's just part of the journey. One last message for pile 1, Spirit. One last message for pile 1. Page of Wands. See how happy this person is. Your spirit guides really want you to say about this. Things are going to get better soon. Don't worry about it. And that's everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope you enjoyed the messages of your spirit guides and my channeling. Sorry. If you felt comfortable, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. That would be so great. I'm so grateful for everyone who subscribes or even just comments or likes. I'm so happy about this. And I'm wishing you the best of luck, really. And I really send you positive energy that you feel encouraged to start your healing journey, because it's a tough path, but it's worth it. So I really hope I will see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome guys, welcome to pile 2 if you chose this beautiful pile or this labradorite crystal. It's very pretty. Going to pop that up here. I am not really seeing it, but it's there. Okay, today's reading we will see what kind of messages the spirit guides have for you. First, we're going to look into your situation so you can see if you resonate with this pile. If you don't, look into the other piles if you resonate with those. If you don't resonate with any of them, then there's just no message for you here today, which is absolutely fine. Then we are going to see what kind of messages spirit have for you. So this is probably going to be a quite long reading, about 30 minutes. So please make yourself comfortable, grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, and make yourself cozy, maybe in your bed, maybe in your bathtub. Maybe that was even a sign already because I never say bathtub, so maybe you are literally in the bathtub right now. So if this is confirmation, I just saw someone laughing, so I guess it's true. Okay. Let's see, I asked my spirit guides for protection, so we only get clear guided messages, high vibrational messages, and the truth. And I also ask my spirit guides to protect me from any low vibrations. Thank you. Okay, spirit, and what kind of situation is pile 2 in right now? Okay, we have the hermit. Are you an influencer or something like this? Because I just saw someone. Maybe you also work at graphic design. It feels like someone is working on their computer, doing something, working on something. I just saw a dove, so this was confirmation for me. So you are like maybe scripting right now or cutting a video. I don't know. Maybe it is for someone for their wedding, the wedding video, or maybe funeral, anything like this. Just cutting or editing, rather editing a video. Maybe you want to become a YouTuber, maybe you're on TikTok, maybe you're on Instagram, any social media, you feel like this. And something else that's coming up is you maybe did just or will do a self-care routine, because again, the bathtub, then these rose quartz are sticking out to me very much, also the fluorite. And I just see someone in the bathtub having like a towel in their hair and having like bubbles in the bathtub, and yeah, something like this. And what kind of situation is pile 2 in right now? Again, we have the Empress, which is all about divine feminine, self-care, taking care of others and yourself, nurturing yourself. Maybe you just have eaten an apple or a fruit, maybe mango, something else, or coconut. Maybe you do like fruits, and now I'm getting hungry. But maybe you do like fruits. Maybe you just bought yourself jewelry, a necklace, earrings, rings, anything like this. But it also feels like you are financially stable to be able to buy yourself those things, or you just save the money to buy yourself many things. Because I'm just reminded of myself and my saving plans, like putting some money away for spiritual stuff, for YouTube, for myself, some emergency money and everything like this. Okay, messages from, I know, situation of pile 2. Spirit, what's the situation of pile 2? Ten of Wands. Doing this self-care stuff might be a way to escape your reality. Maybe there are things that you actually don't like. Maybe you don't want to hear about your family, about the things that happen. Maybe someone just passed away, and you don't feel good, even though you do so much things for you and buy yourself things and such. It feels like there's something you have problems with, something that's bothering you. Maybe this is really escaping, oh my god, I cannot pronounce this, sorry, escaping the reality. just needed a water break, so maybe you're drinking a lot, and I mean alcohol and stuff like this. Maybe you're doing drugs to escape your reality. Anything like this. Maybe it doesn't have to be drugs, to be honest, but it can be drugs. Maybe you like to drink alcohol or anything like this, but it might also be that all of this self-care stuff is just escapism, I think it's called, like escaping your reality and just running away from your stress. What kind of situation is pile 2 in spirit? What kind of situation is pile 2 in? Ace of Swords. There's something in your energy that you don't want to recognize, that you don't want to see, that is too much for you. I don't really know what it is, but there's something you're actually, again, escaping from. You don't want to see it. You don't. Maybe you have money problems, but you felt very stable in your finances, but it might be that you have money problems and you're still buying you a lot of stuff, because I just see someone holding all, like, this girl looks to me like she's holding a lot of bags that she just bought, but she doesn't have the money to buy it. Yeah, it feels like you're literally escaping the reality and just not wanting to see something, not wanting to see the truth, not wanting to hear from maybe even your spirit guides, from friends, family. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 2 in spirit? Five of Pentacles. If you are stable right now, it might be that you come from poverty. Maybe you have seen what poverty does to people. You have seen how much people suffer when it comes to money. And maybe you even see money as something bad, even though you have so much of it. It feels like you see money as something bad because it hurt you in the past, because it wasn't there. And money isn't something bad. The environment is a bad thing, like things being too expensive and things like this. Money in itself isn't bad. It's bad what we make of it. But it feels like you, or if you don't come from poverty, you maybe that you don't understand how other people don't have enough money to buy themselves whatever they want. Maybe when you see homeless people, you don't understand them. You're just like, how can someone be like this? When they have many options to go to work, to do this and that and this, and you don't understand people who have like a lot of problems. And it might even be that this is the first time that you came across a problem and you don't understand it, you don't want to see the problem. It's too much for you because you're not used to it, to see all these problems. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 2 in spirit? And also only take what resonates, because there's coming up many things. You know, what kind of situation is pile 2 in? Okay, we have the 6 of Swords. The thing that left you might be a partner or someone important of your family. Maybe you lost someone. If so, I'm so sorry. Or it might also be that someone left you and you thought you maybe could have them with your money. And if you have money, you can have this person too, because they have to love you. But now you see this person walking away and you don't understand it. You don't understand it. And we have the Page of Cups. There's something triggered within you right now. There's something triggered within you right now and you don't understand it, and that's why you try to escape or run from this reality. You might be going through a spiritual awakening, to be honest. It sounds like a spiritual awakening and it's too much for you. You don't understand what is happening. Maybe that's even like the first time that you're actually watching pick a card readings and hearing about spirit guides and all of the spiritual stuff, crystals. I don't know. And it's maybe just too much for you. Don't understand it. And the working with the computer might be, or the laptop might be actually your work. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. You crave love, but you don't have it. You crave love, but you don't understand that when you want things, you have to work on yourself so you can achieve getting these things. You cannot just accept things to come to you just because, for example, you are rich or you are that, or maybe it's even a situation that I'm reminded of that. Do you know, like, nice guys who are like giving, like opening the door, giving you money, taking you on dates, being like, oh my god, I understand you so much. But then when you don't want to sleep with them, they get angry because they did so much for you, but they did things to get things. But it feels like you're on the same level in a kind of way, that you did so many things and now this person has to stay with you. But that's not how things work. That's not how partners work. Like, yeah, you give and take, of course, but you give without wanting to take anything from it. Like, you don't get something in return just because you gave someone money. Or it's very complicated. I don't know how to explain it in English. It's like you should do these things because you love the person and not because you want something in return. And it really feels like that you gave this person a lot of money or a lot of help, or I don't know, and now this person is leaving you because they don't love you and you don't understand why. How can they not love me? How can they not love me if I gave so much of myself? But that's not how love works. You cannot force love to be within you. You have to actually allow your feelings to develop and to be there. Queen of Swords. You might even be someone who has problems with accepting boundaries if people set boundaries with you. And yeah, I like, for me, the Queen of Swords right now looks like, why is this happening? Why doesn't this person want me to do this and to do that? And you don't understand it. You really don't understand it. You don't understand that someone needs space, that someone doesn't want to be with you, that someone doesn't love you just because you gave them so much. And you don't understand boundaries because this person, like, it feels like you like to take advantage of people when they have no boundaries, and you get angry when they have boundaries. We have the King of Pentacles. Money is everything for you, and your spirit guides really say there is a possibility for you to change. And I already hear right now that you don't want to change something, but at some point the universe will cause you to change, because there is a good person within you. Like, all of these things doesn't say that you are a bad person, but it's time for you to change to become a better person. Okay. I hope you resonated with the first part of the video, so let's see what kind of messages Spirit has for you. I'm really curious what kind of messages Spirit has. What do you want to say to them, Spirit? What's the message for pile 2? Seven of Wands. In the future, you will come across many people who won't be seduced or seduced by your money or your strength, or what's the English word? Not force. Might? No. What's the English word? I don't know. Power. Yes, by your power. Like, you have a lot of power, you have a lot of money probably, or anything else. It doesn't have to be money. It can also be something else. Maybe you're spiritually very advanced. It doesn't feel like this, to be honest. No shade. It's just the energy that I'm feeling. But it might be that you use your energy and your spiritual awakenings to see yourself as something better than others. And so you think that people have to love you because you're so advanced. but how advanced can you be when you think like that? I don't want to shade you, and that's also something that your spirit guides just said, but if you are spiritual, you might be a spiritual manipulator, to be honest. Someone who uses their spirituality to get people to love them. Because if you're spiritual, your goal is not that everybody likes you and that you get everything from everybody, but your goal is to help humanity and nature and the animals and spirit. So there is a quite difference, to be honest. It also feels like you judge me a lot. Like either it's my insecurities coming up or I just feel the energy. It feels like you're judging me very much, which is absolutely okay. For example, if you judge my English, English is not my first language. I'm actually German, and it's no must for me to learn a language. And I think I kind of speak okay, so you can understand me. That's more than enough. I don't have to speak perfectly English. And if you judge me by doing these readings, you don't have to watch them. It's nothing that you have to do, right? It's nothing that you have to do to, I don't know. You don't have to watch pick a card readings if you don't feel comfortable to, or if they call you out and you don't, like, you cannot cope with it, like you cannot accept what spirit has to say to you, and it's fine, because we all were at this stage where we wouldn't listen to spirit, and I'm sure at some point you're going to heal, which is great, and I like to hear it. Like, I'm happy for you when you're healing, but I'm also happy for you right now. So okay, spirit, what's the message for pile 2? What's the message for pile 2? Four of Pentacles. I really hope you don't hear the music from my neighbors. I'm so sorry. Spirit wants you to know that money isn't everything, because like the Four of Pentacles shows someone who clings to money and who doesn't want to share, and who keeps everything to themselves, and who is just clingy and protective over their materials. And it really feels like that money is coming first, and then you, and then other people, or there are probably so many things coming before other people, and your spirit guys really want you to let go of it, because money isn't everything. You cannot buy everything with money. Like, you cannot buy love for money. And if you say, yeah, but there are people who love me, yeah, do they love you, or do they love your money? I don't know. That's something that you have to find out for yourself. Like, who am I to judge, to be honest? But really try to let go a little bit of this money thing. Okay, Spirit, what's the message for pile 2? What's the message for pile 2? We have the Queen of Cups. I just heard someone wants to hex or curse me. So you probably allow your inner child and your shadow self to, and especially your emotions, to rule over you. Like, yeah, it's okay to show your emotions and to feel all of your emotions, because it's so important to be healthy. But there's a difference of feeling your emotions and letting them control you. And I really hope that you don't do something that you will regret later, because when you hex me or send me the evil eye or anything like this, doing black magic doesn't always mean doing a spell jar or a candle spell. It might also be just sending me the evil eye or anything like this. I just want to warn you that this has consequences for you. You will get karma, so be sure what you want to do. I mean, if you do it unconsciously, like accidentally, that's nothing bad, of course. But if you do it with your own free will, sending me low vibrations and just bad luck or anything like this, it's going to haunt you down, because there is a thing that is called karma, and it is true. I saw it on myself. I did some stupid things and I got my karma from it. So do whatever you want to do, but always remember it's going to come back to you. Like, there is such a thing as karma. Okay. Okay. we have justice. This idea on how to live your life, that people have to be with you just because you give them so much, comes from your family. Because maybe you had parents who wouldn't give you a lot of attention, but rather give you a lot of things, like objects, material goods, and they thought that this is how love works. If you need something, you're just getting the money, and then everything is okay. It's just something that you got taught, to be honest. So it's nothing bad in the end. Like, we all have our demons, we all have our things we have to work on, and this is just your demon. It's nothing bad. You can heal this if you want to. It's of course your decision what you do with your life. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life in the end. I'm just channeling some messages from spirit, and you can do with your life whatever you want. We have the 10 of Cups. But your spirit guides say if you decide on working on these problems, like healing this idea of life, healing this lie that you're living, um, you're going to be happier. You are probably, like, not probably, you will find someone who will love you. You will find someone who will support you, who will be there for you. You will have this family that you're dreaming of. But again, it doesn't come with money. Like, you cannot buy yourself happiness. You cannot buy, like, yes, money can buy happiness. For example, if you don't have to pay any bills anymore or something like this, or you can take care of your family, then money is great, of course, but money cannot buy love in the end. Because it might be that you find someone who will be attracted to you because of your money, but then they only want your money and they only use you, and they're going to leave you as soon as you don't give any money anymore. So money shouldn't be the foundation of a relationship. Okay, messages for Pile 2 Spirit. Okay, we have the World. And this is an extra card. Here it says alles ist gut, which is German and means everything is okay. Okay, they want me to put it up here. Something else your spirit guides want to say to you is your spirit guides are not angry with you just because you have this view of life. They're not angry with you, they don't hate you or anything. That's not what how spirit guides work. Spirit guides are literally your family. Spirit guides are your family that will always be there for you, that will always help you out of situations, that will always they will always teach you. They will never be like, yeah, you deserve this and that, and we are not going to help you. No, your spirit guides are actually wanting to work with you and just wanting to help you. They really want to be there for you. There will never be a reason why they would say, I hate you. That's not how spirit guides work. They love you unconditionally. Like, yes, they can be disappointed, they can be angry with you, but they still love you and they will always help you if you need them. It's not like they are saying, yeah, you did this and that, and now we hate you and we will never talk to you. No, 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 no. Spirit guides will always be there for you. They will always be there. Messages for Pile 2 Spirit. Messages for Pile 2, please. Okay, we have Knight of Cups. Actually, there is someone who is in love with you. I don't know who it is, and you do not see them in such a way. Maybe it's a good friend, best friend, anything like this. But there is someone who actually has a crush on you. I don't know who it is. I only see a female, to be honest, with blonde hair. But it's a collective reading, so it might be someone else. But I see someone that actually has a crush on you, that has not is not brave enough to tell you their feelings, or they don't want to uh admit that they have feelings for you. So I don't know, it's just a quick message. We have a Star. things are able to change. You are able to change. You are able to become a better person, and you don't have to worry about not being good enough or anything like this. You're good enough, of course, and it means a lot to your spirit guides if you want to change, but you have to be patient with yourself because healing is a very long path. Like, it is actually so exhausting and you have to go through so many things, but it's worth it. I can tell you, it's actually worth it. So really think about healing, and if you are like, oh no, I will never be able to heal all of this, it's just too much. Everybody who heals thinks this, but you have to take step by step to heal. You have to be patient with yourself because healing isn't linear, right? There will be times where you feel exhausted, there will be times where you feel fully healed, and there will be again times where you feel like you're taking steps back because you again have these emotions or these views. It's nothing bad. It's part of the healing process. We have the High Priestess. Your spirit guides want you to watch more pick a card readings. Or at least connect more with your spirit guides. One way to connect with your spirit guides is buy yourself a tarot deck. But when you buy yourself a tarot deck, this means you have to put up protection around your home, because they are not only good spirits, they are also low vibrational spirits and just evil entities who like to mess with us. So you have to put up protection. Protection might be okay. My spirit guides don't want me. Yeah, you have to put up protection because it's very important. Other forms of connecting with your spirit guides is meditation, dream magic, like communicating with them in your dreams, asking them to send you signs in your dreams, then seeing signs from them like angel numbers and symbols. You can make your own angel numbers and symbols that you connect with something. For example, if you have a question, have an angel number for yes and an angel number for no, and if you see the angel number 3 times, this is your answer from spirit. Or you take a certain symbol just to know that your spirit guides are around you. And another way to communicate with spirit guides is through pick a card readings, where you actually, for example, there are yes and no pick a card readings. Then there are these readings. Yeah, there are so many ways to connect with your spirit guides, and they really want you to connect with them. Okay, we have the Hangman. And the last message for you is you got this. And you do. That's also my opinion. You actually got this. You can take on this path and you're going to be successful. But that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope I could give you some guidance. I thank Spirit for these amazing messages. And I'm wishing you the best of luck on your journey. Okay, then I hopefully will see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome pile 3, welcome if you chose pile 3 or this beautiful amethyst. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading, we are just going to see what kind of messages Spirit has for your situation, for your current situation. This is a timeless reading, so it is meant for you to see whenever you need it. Okay, how we are going to do it is very simple. First, you're going to look into your situation so you can see if you resonate with the pile. And if you're not resonating, then look into the other piles. And if you don't find a pile that resonates with you, then there's just no message for you here today. But if you resonate with the message, we are going to go to part 2 of this reading, which are the messages of Spirit. I'm keeping it very open for the messages. Could be about love, about your career, about a situation, anything, messages from a certain spirit guide. I don't know. I'm keeping it very open so Spirit has the space to speak. And that's also everything about the explanation. We're just gonna hop into the reading. Okay, Spirit, I ask you for protection that I only get clear and guided messages for pile 3. What is the message? No, what's the message? Not yet. What kind of situation is pile 3, Spirit? Should I take all of them? Yes, okay. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Did you just lost something? It might be an object, it might be a person, but it doesn't feel like death, to be honest. It more feels like, if it is about a friendship or romantic relationship, that this person needed some space, that they wanted you to leave them alone for a little while, and now you feel overwhelmed with your feelings because you want to give them love, you want to give them romantic, platonic, whatever love, and they don't want to receive it because you might like, they might feel like you're too much to them. Or something else, that you literally just lost a pen, or something else that's very small. Might even be a crystal, to be honest. And if it is a crystal, there is a saying that because I'm a witch, I believe in all these things. That when a crystal is lost or gets broken, it has done its job for you. Because I had this green crystal that every spiritual person wants to have, moldavite. Moldavite. I had moldavite and I lost it, and I'm still kind of mourning that I lost it. But my spirit guides told me, or rather my higher self told me, that this was meant to be, and now it's going to someone that actually needs them, and I don't need this crystal anymore. Um, yeah, so if you lost a crystal, it's just because they have done their job. Like, they cannot help you anymore. But it might also be that you borrowed someone something and you haven't got it back yet. But yeah, it feels like something is lost. And it doesn't feel like something too major, like someone dying or something like this, but rather that something needed space from you. Something else that I'm getting is, you might be seeing a lot of dolphins lately, because I just saw a dolphin and I don't know what this means. Maybe you have to look up the spirit animal dolphin, the meaning. I don't like to call it spirit animal. For me, it's the animal guide, but you can look up meaning spirit animal dolphin, and like those meanings are mostly messages from your spirit guides. Okay, we have is it the queen? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Okay, and the spirit just said I should put this card to the Eight of Swords, and I just saw a dove. You're angry with yourself, and you cause yourself to get stuck. Maybe you're angry with the universe because you feel stuck and you don't know why. But you feel like you're overwhelmed by something, because I feel overwhelmed by this reading. It might be that you have a hard time currently talking to your spirit guides or connecting with your spirit guides. The reason is that you're evolving, and part of this evolvement is that you feel stuck, or that you don't can like that you not can communicate with your spirit guides. Because I had this too, where I felt like very disconnected, and it's just something that someone explained to me. I don't know how to explain it to you, but maybe you know what I mean. It's like um sucking out the plug and putting a new one in, so you have new and better energy, because it's a new machine or something like this. Like, your connection with spirit is cut for some time so you can rest, and then you're supposed to talk to your spirit guides, and it will be more easy for you to communicate with them. So don't worry about it. Really, like, this person right here really looks pissed at me. Like, it feels like you feel very let down by the universe and you don't understand what's going on, but your spirit guides want to say to you, everything is okay. There's nothing bad happening to you. It's just that there needs to be new energy. You're evolving, you are becoming a better person when it comes to psychic abilities. Maybe you learn some new psychic abilities on this journey. And I also feel like you might be wanting to become a priest or a priest, and that was just a crow. That was confirmation for me. So Odin might also be a guide of yours, because I feel his energy here, like King Odin. He is a patron of mine, and I know his energy, and he is kind of around me right now. So maybe this is a sign for you, because he is literally standing behind me and he's just laughing right now. He's like, yeah, do your reading, I'm just here. So it might be that there will come a few messages from Odin. He just said to me he wanted me to make a reading just dedicated to him at some point, so I'm going to do that. Messages from Odin, but today we are keeping it very open for spirit. Maybe Odin has to say something to you. Maybe it's just a sign because you like Odin. Maybe you don't even believe in gods and goddesses and just like Odin as like this figure, this mythology. Oh my god, English pronunciation is so hard for me. Mythological creature or being. Oh my god. Figure is what I wanted to say. Yes. You might even have a cat because my cat is standing out to me right now, like he's taking a bath right now and being cozy. But yeah, we have the world. And immediately what I get with this is that you have a lot of spirit guides. There are a lot of spirit guides around you. There are a lot of guides who communicate with you, who are sending you signs. Maybe you do see a lot of crows and cats. And again, it's reminding me of the Norse mythology because cats are a symbol of Freya or Lady Freya, as you may know her. She just said I should tell you something. That's something that I learned. The word Freya literally means lady. So if you say Lady Freya, you literally say lady. But I still call her Lady Freya. But that's like, I don't know why I had to say this. Maybe that's something for literally one person, but she wanted me to say this. So yeah, now you know. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 3 in spirit? 7 of Pentacles. You are putting in a lot of work into your life, but you don't get a lot of things out of it. It's something that I'm getting. Like maybe you have a job where you have to put in a lot of work, or you're learning a lot of things and you don't have anything from it. Maybe you feel like you have to learn it, but you don't know why. But it more feels like school, or to be honest, not even school. It more feels like working place. It feels like you're putting in a lot of work, but you don't get a lot of things out of it, and your spirit guides really your spirit guides are really saying you might need another job because this workplace, this work environment is not good for you. It's literally not good for you. Like, you will know if this resonates with you. It doesn't have to be for everybody that you don't like your job or that you don't get anything from working so hard. But for those who know, they know. It might be that you need another job. I have to be honest. Also, you might be a Leo because this lion is sticking out to me, or a lion is a spirit guide of yours. Okay, situation of pile 3, please, spirit. What's the situation of pile 3? Okay, I already got that you might have, yeah, okay, we have the 9 of Swords. Please focus. Thank you. Might be that you have a lot of nightmares, or that nightmares. Maybe you're overthinking a lot. Maybe something else that I get with the 2 of Swords is that you never know if your spirit guides are existing, if it is true. Maybe again the things with the deities, maybe you do believe that there are deities, but then there comes this other side of you that says no, that's not possible. There is no god, there is no goddess, there is no deity doing anything with my energy and the things that I'm allowed to have. Like, no one can tell me what to do. No one decides what I'm doing in my life but me. Might be that you literally are like on a crossroad where you're like, I don't know if gods and goddesses are existing, or if they are not existing. You don't know if there is spirit or not spirit. Maybe you don't even believe too much in spirit guides, but then you watch these pick a card readings and you're like, wow, this is this is confirmation of the things that I already got. And why is this person knowing so much about myself? Why is this person literally talking like they are talking to me directly? It really feels like this situation where you're in a conflicting situation where you don't know what to believe, to be honest. And this is absolutely okay. If you want confirmations with from spirit guides, I have to be honest, you can literally ask for a certain angel number. For example, 777. Might even be that you saw this number very often lately, but you can literally say, okay, if there are spirit guides, show me 777 3 times a day, or you can use another symbol like the moon, the sun, anything like this. And if you see, like, of course not the planets, but as a symbol, if you see it, ask for, or if you want to see it, ask for confirmation that there are spirit guides or that there are gods, and ask them for signs, to be honest, because that's what I did. I kind of believed in gods, to be honest. I always were like, yeah, there are gods and goddesses, and I always believed that there are not only one god, like there's not only one god, but that there are many gods. And I just got my confirmation when I started my spiritual journey, because I have been a witch for about 3 years now. This My cat almost fell down from his place. Oh my god. Polly, Polly, alles okay? Okay, he's fine. Okay, what I wanted to say? Yeah, I always believed that there are more gods than one, and then I got my confirmation, and now I'm working with so many gods and goddesses, and I feel very comfortable, as you may have noticed. Onan was here, and I was talking to him, and he's one of my patron deities. Like, I like him a lot. I made him my patron deity. I dedicated myself to him. And now he to be honest is like a father figure to, yeah, like a father figure. I'm still working on building a better relationship with him, but you don't have to believe in gods and goddesses, and I'm not here to convince you of any religion or anything like this. Like, yeah, okay, I don't want to convince you to believe in anything. It's literally your life. Like, I don't want to say I don't care, but actually I don't really care if you aren't interested, because it's fine. It's your life. You live your life, I live mine, okay? Okay. Spirit, what kind of situation is pile 3 in? The Empress in reverse. Okay, there's definitely someone who is not good for you, and I don't know who it is. It feels like a father figure, to be honest. Might even be a big brother or anything from the family. Can also be a colleague who is very strict and thinks he's better than you. It feels like a male person. Could be a female person or non-binary, but at least they have a lot of masculine energy in around them, or they are sending out very much masculine energy, and they're just not good for you. They really bother you, and you're like, you want to go separate paths with them, but it's not really possible. You feel very stuck, because this card, the 8 of Swords, usually is above the Emperor in reverse. It shows that you literally feel stuck and you don't know what to do. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 3 in Spirit? What kind of situation is pile 3 in? Okay. Okay, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. And also the 4 of Wands in reverse. You have problems listening to your intuition lately, because it's probably too much. And something else that I'm getting is you need to declutter your home. Like, there's so many things that you don't need anymore, and it also keeps you from talking to your spirit guides. It also keeps you from finding peace, because it really stresses you out that, for example, the chores are not done, and maybe your laundry isn't done, or anything like this. It really feels like you are overwhelmed by a household. So start in a small step. For example, doing the laundry. The next day you can do something else. That you go step by step through your apartment to clean it up, but it needs to be decluttered. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. You don't want to hear about love in this reading, which is okay. Okay, this is your situation. I really hope you resonated with it. And now let's see what kind of messages the spirit guides have for you. I already again see Odin. So I don't know if he wants to speak. We'll see. Okay, first I'm going to shuffle. Again, maybe Odin is just confirmation for you. Maybe you like, not Greek, Norse mythology, maybe even Greek mythology, because I wanted to say this. I love Greek mythology. I really, really like these deities. But yeah, okay, let's see. Messages from Spirit, please. Messages for pile 3. Okay. Odin wants to talk? Yes? Okay. Okay. Odin wants to speak in this reading, which, okay, I'm fine with that. Just a little disclaimer. Odin is Norse god. He is the ruler of Asgard. And he was the one showing, for example, us humans how to work with runes. He is a god of many things. He's god of wisdom, war, magic, death, and many, many, many other things. He is the king of Asgard, I think. Like he is a leader, but I don't know if it's also called king. But I do call him King Odin. He has many names. He has very many names. He is also kind of a trickster god. Like, for example, he is the blood brother of Loki. Like, they are not actually brothers, but they made a pact where they exchange blood, or at least that's what I remember. And now Loki is his brother. Odin has many children, for example, Baldur and Thor and Heimdall, I think. I don't actually know if Heimdall is actually a son of him. I read it once and I think he is a son of him, but I don't know. His wife is Frigga or Frigg. And symbols of him might be Sleipnir, which is his horse that has 8 legs, and wolves and crows or ravens. Was raven red? Okay, ravens. They have, oh my god, the names. Hugin and Munin were the ravens, but I don't know how. I always forget how the wolves are called. But yeah, Odin is great to work with when you want to do death magic, want to work on your shadow self, want to learn about magic in general. He's a great guide for shamans and witches, to be honest. Like, I heard many shamans want to work with him, and I have been working with him for about 2 years now. He's very, very nice. He's very fatherly. He taught me a lot of things, and he wants to lead this reading. So, okay, I'm grateful. King Odin, thank you. What does King Odin want to tell you? Also, he likes black candles. He just said he likes black candles, feathers of crows and ravens, as pictures of wolves and ravens, also and crows too. He likes, how's it called in English? Meat? Is it called meat? If it is wrong, I'm going to put the word up here because in German it's Met. So I guess it's meat. He is literally a god of the Vikings, so everything that is connected with Vikings. Also, runes are great for him. His rune is Anzus, because it's literally the rune of communication and the word God. And yeah, I mean, there's so much mythology that I could talk about, but just look up the mythology, to be honest. Yeah, for some kind of reason, for example, he found out about the runes because he wanted to learn it, and then he hung himself on Yggdrasil for 9 days and 9 nights with his spirit in his body, so he would show the runes that he is worthy of knowing about them. Then he also practices a magic form that's only for females, to be honest. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's written Sidia or Side, I think it's pronounced differently. But that's like a magic where you do a lot of chanting, and he does this magic too. Then another story about him, let me think, is how he lost his eye. He gave, how's he called? Mumia? I don't know his name right now. I'm going to put his name up here. He gave him his eye in exchange of drinking from his well, so he would see the whole world. He is the origin story of Santa Claus, because it was said that Odin with Sleipnir, like his 8-legged horse, goes across the sky and gives people who deserve it presents, and other people bad things like coal. Something else. He is going to be devoured by Fenrir, also a guide of mine, during Ragnarok. Yeah, that's enough. Something else? That's enough, yeah? Yes? Okay, just those were just literally a few stories. Like, there are so many stories about Odin. But yeah, just look it up. Just look up who the god is, how he looks. Like, he is the one with only one eye and long white hair, and this helmet with the feathers or the wings on the side, and those 2 wolves and 2 ravens. Okay, there are so many stories. Yeah, okay. He also wears, oh, I don't actually know the names, I'm so sorry. He has a spear that always hits the target, and he has also this arm ring that multiplies, I think, 9 times or 8 times. Yeah, okay. Okay, just a few stories about him. Okay, I wasn't prepared for this. This caught me off guard, so I literally have a blackout. I don't know what to say about Odin. I have to be honest. I'm so sorry, but because I didn't know that Odin is going to be here. But as I said in the beginning, I'm keeping it open for spirit. Yeah. Okay. King Odin, what do you want to say to pile 3? What do you want to say about to pile 3? Oh my god. What do you want to say about King Odin? What do you want to say to pile 3? Okay, he wants you to look a little bit more into his mythology. Again, you might be working with him, or you might be thinking of working with him, and he wants you to read the Poetic Edda. And also, wait, I'm going to put this away, and I'm probably going to get my runes, to be honest, because he is connected with the runes, as I said, and it's more respectful. He wants you to look more into runes, more into the mythology, the Norse mythology, because he really wants to work with you, or he is a patron guide of yours. Yeah, he is a patron of yours. Okay, he says he is a patron of yours, and he really wants to work with you, because I see the rune Anzus, which is again the rune of communication, and yeah, he wants to communicate with you. He wants to actually talk to you, because if you don't want to work with him, that's absolutely fine, because he is still your patron deity. He has to protect you, he has to guide you, but he actually wants to have... Sorry, my cat just fell down. Pauli, alles gut? Baby. Pauli. He actually wants to have a connection with you. Okay, and I'm going to get my runes. Just give me a second. Okay, my runes. Yeah, okay. Let me see. I haven't worked with runes in a long time, but we want to be respectful. Odin, King Odin, what do you want to say to pile 3? Okay, we have Gebo, which is the rune of giving and getting gifts. Pertu, which is femininity but also magic. Okay, immediately. He wants you to teach about he wants to teach you about magic. He wants to give you downloads of like spell ideas or ideas of protecting yourself, working with spirits. He really wants to be a teacher for you. He wants to be someone who helps you and guides you, and who you can lean on when you need someone to cry to. Like, if you ever need a shoulder to cry on, he wants to be this for you. Okay. Okay, we have Urus. Which is, I think it was the the oxen, so strength. He wants to protect you. He wants to teach you about protection magic. Yeah. Okay, he wants me to pull 2 more. Kanas, which is passion and fire. He wants a candle. Yep. And he wants to do, okay, that's something else. Freya, Lady Freya is also coming through. She wants you to help with self-love. She wants you to help you with self-love. And we have Tivas. They want you, like, King Odin and Lady Freya really want to help you evolve and become a better person. They really want to help you. Okay. Anything else? Yes. Okay. The rest I'm going to do with my cards. It was just a little extra with the runes. Okay, what kind of messages do Lady Freya and King Odin have for pile 3? We have Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. They are sending you a lot of signs and you do not actually recognize them. You really have problems seeing the signs because, for example, you might be seeing a lot of falcons or hawks, which is a sign of Freya because she has like this coat made of feathers that's transforming her into a hawk. I don't know if it is a falcon or a hawk. I'm pretty sure it was a hawk. But she's sending you all these signs, and also Odin, he's sending you like horses, bones, like maybe you see a lot of skulls. That's all Odin. He's sending you these signs. And Lady Freya, she is literally also a goddess of war, and she's the goddess of sex and war and femininity, also magic and many other things, really many other things. But she is actually sending you so many signs, which don't feel bad that you didn't see the signs. It's okay. And again, you don't have to work with any deity. They are literally working with you. Like, I don't feel like Lady Freya is your patron deity, but she is around you and she wants to support you. And we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. Lady Freya wants you to help you build a home that you feel comfortable with, like doing some hearth magic and kitchen magic, because she has a lot to teach you. She has a lot to say to you. She wants you to look more into herbalism. Maybe, wait, I'm going to show you something. I have this beautiful notebook and it's dedicated to herbalism, where I wrote down things about the herb or flower or plant. Then I write down the associations and the magical uses, how to use in spells, some mythology, which goddess is connected with this flower, and like I have, I think, written down 30 plants so far, and I'm still working on it. Like, here I only used a pencil for the rest, but yeah, she wants you to have something similar to this. You don't have to have this fancy book, but she wants you to look more into it so you can start your magical journey, because it feels like you are not doing magic yet. Maybe you try it, but the first thing about magic, if you are not advanced in magic, the first thing you have to learn is protection and purification, because you have to keep your home purified so it doesn't attract low vibrational spirits, and you have to protect your home so you always talk with your spirit guides. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have to be scared when it comes to working with deities. I know it's very overwhelming in the beginning. I have to be honest, because I was overwhelmed too. My first deity that I worked with was the Greek god Apollon. Then I worked with Athena and then Aphrodite and Ares. And I missed someone. There's another guy that I was working with very much in the beginning. And then later on, the Norse gods came and other gods like Egyptian deities. I have worked with Celtic deities, Egyptian deities, African deities, also Greek deities, Roman deities, and so on. I've worked with quite a few, and it's nothing to be scared of. If you always be respectful, then you don't have to be scared of anything. And even if you're disrespectful, the only thing that might happen is that this deity is not working with you anymore. So don't worry. And this happened to me once. I was kind of disrespectful to my patron deity, Anubis, or Anpu. I like to call him Anpu because it's the Egyptian name. But I was very disrespectful. I said something that wasn't nice. It was very hurtful. And then he stopped working with me for a few months, which is okay. And now he's back and is working with me. And I apologized. And he apologized for the situation. And everything is okay now. But yeah, this happens. It's nothing bad. Okay, what kind of messages do you have for pile 3? What kind of messages do you have for pile 3? Justice. They want you to look more into what patron deities mean. Like for me, okay, they don't want me to say it. You have to find out on your own. So okay, I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, they want you to look a little bit more into information and learn about deities, how to work with deities. Do I need an altar? How can I give offerings? How do I pray? You don't have to pray if you're working with deities, by the way. You don't have to. I like to do it sometimes. But yeah, look into it. 2 of Pentacles. Again, they want to remind you that you need to clean up your home, to declutter whatever you don't need anymore, because it's kind of a mess, which is nothing bad, nothing to be ashamed of. We all have these days or weeks where the home is just a mess, and it's absolutely fine. But they want you to declutter some things and get rid of things that don't, like, for example, that things that got bad or anything like this. They really want you to do this. Messages for pile 3, Spirit, or King Odin and Lady Freya. 3 of Swords. Even though you don't want to hear about love, at some point your spirit guides will talk about love, and I know how much you hate it. I have been through this. Right now I don't want to hear much about love. I really don't want to hear anything about it. But they're saying, yeah, at some point it's time for love, and we know you don't want to hear it, but we have to discuss it. You have to heal some wounds, so you allow love back into your life. And it's absolutely okay that you don't want any love in your life right now. Okay. We have the World. There are also many other spirit guides that want to work with you, and they want you to look more into what kind of spirit guides you're able to have. Again, I'm not allowed to tell you too much about it, but what I mean is that there are spirit guides. You have like main guides, and then you have guides that come and go. Your main guides are kind of like your patron guides, and guides can be angels, ancestors, archangels, animal guides. Sorry, my cat is playing right now. Animal guides. Then ascended masters, the Fae, even fairies can be your guides. I have a few fairy guides that are actually like my patron guides, that I actually like were there since birth and will go when I die. Then they can also be, I think plants can also be guides. Like plants can be guides, but I don't know if they can be like actual patron guides. But the dead can also be like dead people can also be guides of yours, and so on. There are so many guides you can have. Message for pile 3, Spirit, Lady Freya, King Odin. By the way, if you want to give Odin an offering, do it on a Wednesday, and with Lady Freya, do it on a Friday, because Lady Freya is connected with Venus, and Venus rules Friday, and Wednesday is literally named after King Odin. Like, he has a name that sounds similar to, I think it's Wodan. Like, I know that a name of him is Woden and Wotan or something like this. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's like Wednesday is something like Woden's day. So he is connected with Wednesday. And also he's connected with Mercury, and Mercury rules Wednesday. Okay. Messages, please. Spirit messages. It feels like Lady Freya and King Odin are gone already. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They want you to do a money spell, so look into what you can include in money spells, like which crystals and herbs you also should buy yourself. I just see a green crystal. How is it called in English? Malachite or something like this. This beautiful green crystal. Like, I want to buy myself such a crystal soon. And I really want to, like, you should buy yourself this crystal, is something that your spirit guides say. Messages for pile 3. Okay, we have Knight of Cups in reverse. It's time for you to do some shadow work. It's time for you to do some shadow work and to work on yourself. Sorry, that was my cat. One last message. Five of Wands and the Sun. If there was a person you had an argument with, you're going to find a compromise and things are going to get better soon. Don't be scared that they leave you, because they won't. And it might be a parent or something like this. They are not disappointed in you. They were just angry and had a bad day. So don't worry about it. And that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope you had a great time with me. And I think my spirit guides for these great messages. Also, Lady Freya and King Odin, I thank you so much. And I really hope we will see each other in my next video. Bye.